Well, hello guys, welcome to Queensville tonight. Welcome to a brand new year. 2018 for me was really amazing, and this year, well, Queensville is getting to get bigger and better than last year we had originally planned. And tonight I need to show you what I have done to the wall. Some things have changed, some things have stayed, but I thought tonight I'll bring you a little bit of a preview of what the wall is like tonight. So there's a lot of things changed in the room, especially some things you'll see later, which is interesting. So I'm going to show you in a minute what I have done, because I had a few new things added to the collection this year. And it's been really, really amazing. So I just want to quickly, before I go on camera, is first of all, I didn't post anything about this on my stream, and neither have I posted anything about this on my Facebook page as well. And I thought tonight I'll leave it till last minute. So anyway, so here it's now. Let me get my camera ready over here. Here is now the brand new wall of Queen. And when I get the camera on, there it is. That is, this and these two are brand new items. I received these for Christmas. We have a new calendar here as well. And the 2019 new calendar that I have been recently just got for Christmas. This on the wall is very special. This has been custom made by a guy in Sunderland who did all of this. And what it is, it's Queen discs, CDRs with original little prints on it, and I love it. Only snag is there is 3 pictures that have Adam Lambert on it, but to be honest with you, I don't care. It's new. Old meets new. There you go. This thing here at the top is a Freddie Mercury signed A4 replica of the tour from his own thing. I don't know where it's from, that one anyway. But there's some new items, guys, that I've received, and also a new book that I got as well called Queen in the Making. And I don't like that book. I thought I was going to enjoy that book. It's very short, very short. So that's a new thing there. Most of this Queen calendars at the top have kept the same. The Makeover books obviously there now. The Queen 40th anniversary is there, and also the fact is I've got all the stuff here now, and this took me quite a while to get this ready. So that is the new wall, and I hope you guys do like what I've done with it because I love it so much. And a big thank you to my mother for buying that for me, by the way. That thing was amazing to get. And looking forward to this year being really good indeed. My camera's gone weird again. I already set this up this afternoon. The camera's gone weird again. Come on. Come on, do your business. Get it right. Get it right. Come on. Come on. Come on, you silly thing. Oh, this camera. Anyway, give me a second, guys, while I'll just sort the camera out because the camera's pissing me off. Let's do it again. Bigger video. Right. We need to put the goddamn autofocus back. Nice, he's gone back weird again. No. Being a bitch. Well, I'm going to have to sort it out in a minute. Give me a second, guys. Right, take the autofocus off. Right, save. Right, okay, now it's better. There we are. It's better now. So, yeah, that's a few things, guys, that I've received this year, and it has been really, really amazing. So, massive thank you, Mum, for buying that for me. That thing was the best present I've ever had for Christmas. And even the Freddie Mercury thing, it's an A4 kind of card thing, but it's nice to have it in the collection. So, huge thank you to my mum for buying that for me. Absolutely fantastic. So, we're back. 2018, I said, was an amazing year for me. I had a great year. This year, I am really expecting to have a great year this year with loads of stuff happening, especially with the business. I'm wearing my Freddie top today. And I also was busy for the past couple of days. I had a nice 2-week off. I had a wonderful time. I had a great Christmas. I mostly relaxed a lot. And I really, really had a great Christmas this year. We had a great dinner. We had great family. Sister was here. Devon's back. Yes, she's back now. She's absolutely healed 100% now. She's much better as well. Well, we have now got time for you guys tonight to let you know what is happening in the next couple of months because, well, I've always announced it today on my Facebook page, but if you guys don't know yet, we have a lot of things planned this year. Queensville is going to be much better this year. Loads more live streams. We are also have a lot of things in the pipeline for the recordings as well this year, which is going to be busy. And seriously, we're just having a ball. I also performed a Freddie Mercury concert at the Shack in Bolden. Unfortunately, we don't have any footage of that because some people filmed it, but I can't get a hold of the footage. But we are now rolling into January now being a quiet month for us because we kind of are now kind of looking into the production stages now and stuff. Jade's back next week, which is brilliant. She's back on board on Monday. Fabulous stuff. We've now got 2 days to get ourselves sorted out with productions and things for this year. We have got an album for Jade to do. We have got Jodie's stuff still sitting on our drive. And we really have got a lot of Queens to talk about. And I've had a wonderful year. But this year, we're expecting big things happening, guys. Big things happening. So, more Queensvilles. Mark is not very well at the moment. Mark is ill. He's got the flu. Mark's going to be coming back to do his Queen demos and recordings again. We had a great ball with that video. Has been getting really good views, and we're gonna do that again. But we're going to do a bit longer this time. We did it the first part, but Mark's going to really do it on his own this time. He should have the floor really for that because it's really cool. Good, Mark, if you're watching this back, mate, get well soon. Hope to see you soon back on your Queensville soon, mate. So, Queen Gaming Head's back. Planet Mixer is back. As from now on, Planet Mixer and Gaming Head will be the main moderators for this channel now. And we've, in the past, had great people coming forward for being moderators on this page. So I want to just basically mention this now. Gaming Head and Planet Mixer, you two guys are now going to be the moderators on this channel. You will moderate all the chats, and you can approve them, and but you make sure you approve it with me first. Apart from that, Gaming Head, you've been really amazing. So you guys are going to be the moderators from now on, and it's been really cool. I am going to get the chat room in a moment. We have, wow, wow. Where to start? Where to start? Well, let's start off with. Well, let's actually just start off with a few products this year that I received, especially the book. I want to get the book out first, and we'll do that before we get to the chat room. So, yes. So, this is a new thing I received for Christmas. This is called Queen, A Kind of Magic, an illustrated history. Now, I have no idea who did this book, but I'm very sorry to say this is absolutely dreadful. No, it's actually this is being published by Michael O'Neill. If I'm see from the text, it's too white. Michael O'Neill, an illustrated history, and it's by Banan Books in some place in America somewhere. I think it's American. This, Mum got this for me, and my first reaction was nice cover. The back is not bad, but there's not really a lot of story in this. It's basically pictures of Queen, but the way they've done it is pretty weird. I mean, the first part is kind of like they've done like a bit of a 3D image thing for it, which is kind of okay. That's all right, I suppose, not bad. But it's also got a bit of history to it as well. This is apparently not approved by the Queen fan club. The Queen fan club, it's actually owned by Getty Images. owns all the information for this. And some of it's all taken from video clips, as you can probably tell. So it's got things like the perfect smile, the Queen's courtiers, Wimpoid, Royaloid, Heavyoid, and Android Void. What the hell is? It must be some of the lyrics on the books, from Elevation to Despair. And basically, it's got pictures from. It's got some. The text is all right, really, but the pictures are kind of a bit all right, really, for what it is. The book's all right, really. It's not the best book, but saying that, the pictures are not bad, really, for it. It's got some pictures probably from the Freddie Mercury book as well. But this is kind of a bit okay. But some pictures I've never seen before in this book, but they are pretty rare. I mean, this is obviously Ibex. This is the band he was in originally from what it was, which that has actually been in the book before. I've never been blunt. Oh, it's really interesting, that is. I haven't actually read this yet, but it's got some pictures from previous ones that you've seen before, and this book is kind of really all right. Really, wasn't not the best one, but it's all right for reading it. Also got some stuff from Freddie's days there, which kind of is actually not that bad. And also there's a band image which you've obviously seen before. Outtake from the Flat, which I've never ever seen. Getty Images owns this apparently. The Queen Productions have no involvement in this at all. I don't even know who actually did this book, because it only just says one publisher. New York City. That's from Queen Talks. Outtake from the Greatest Hits DVD. Some stupid images of 3D images again. I don't know why they're doing that for some reason. And just a lot of pictures in here. Especially this one was interesting. Behind the scenes of the performance at rehearsals with the thing on it. I say this book is all right. It's not the best book. but it's decent anyway. It's all right for what it's worth. I'm going to have to go off camera, guys, for 2 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Right. I had to just go to the you know what, because I was desperate. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, yeah, this book, Kind of Magic. I'd say no, not for this one. This one's a no at all. It's all right, but it's not worth it. It's only a £5 anyway. It was alright, but this one's kind of a bit half and half about it. Yeah, put that over there for now anyway. For that, but it was okay. Okay, so let me talk about something else now before we get to the chat room. You probably all gonna scream at me. Did you get a copy of Bohemian Rhapsody on DVD and Blu-ray? No, I didn't. Well, I haven't got it yet. Well, it's out on my birthday actually, which is kind of a bit bizarre. They're releasing on the 24th of January, which is really weird. So, yeah. So, anyway, so my last thing was Bohemian Rhapsody DVD. Not worth buying the DVD. Blu-ray release is definitely the one to buy. Apart from the fact that Gaming had mentioned to me about saying that the Blu-ray version does not include Live Aid. Apparently, what they've done is they've decided not to put it on iTunes now and that you download it on iTunes with a code. But I don't know why I've done this for. Well, apparently, according to some sources, that apparently they're putting it into the DVD as a download for on iTunes to get it for nothing, when they could have put that into the DVD anyway. So again, Universal's messed up again. What's on Universal? Actually, 20th Century Fox has messed up the DVD anyway. But the Steelbook version is not worth getting. I hate the Steelbook version. I don't like it. It is terrible. But the DVD version they brought out, I do like the DVD version of it, and the deluxe version, which is the Blu-ray digital copy and the DVD as well, is really, really amazing. Very, very amazing. It was well worth seeing that one as well from it. So yeah, so I would say definitely get that one. Get the Blu-ray version. It's absolutely wow. It's good. Yeah, I know my camera's a bit off center for some reason. There we go. Better now. So Blu-ray version for definite. Yes. Get the Blu-ray version of that. Well, I had a couple of questions saying, have you got a Blu-ray player yet? No, I haven't. I'm looking into that. In fact, I'm getting it on my birthday. I am. I'm getting it for a birthday. In fact, the best thing I'm getting this year is getting that Blu-ray version of the tribute concert in full, complete version, unedited, from my friend in Germany, who's bringing it. Going to be sending it to me on my birthday. And he's getting also the covers sorted out, and he's also getting the tray as well. But if you can't get the printed off of the cover, I can do it anyway, because I can do a good printer there as well. Worth taking away from it. Right. So, loads of things happening in the show in Queen. Did I get the soundtrack? Nope, I didn't get the soundtrack. Not as yet. I am still... I've had people contacting me, wanting me to download it, want me to get it. Technically, I haven't got the... I don't have a soundtrack as yet. I know you're probably going to be thinking, well, why did you not get the soundtrack for? I'm a bit hit and miss about it at the minute, to be honest. But that's me, anyway. There you go. I want to say Happy New Year to Chris, by the way. As Mr. Metal's now kind of get his channel sorted out and everything else. Happy New Year to Gaming Head. Happy New Year to Planet Mixer. Didn't see you over the Christmas period. Very quiet guy. But nice to see you guys. Anyway, so let's get the chat room now. So this is your time tonight, guys. First of all, just hope you like the room, by the way. The room's getting better. I haven't got the lights. Don't have any lights sorted out yet. I couldn't get the lights sorted out. We're getting the lights this year, definitely, in the room. Okay. I feel exhausted today for some reason. Anyway, just one more thing as well. Keep yourselves tuned to the Facebook page for the next couple of weeks. Queensville's going to be very busy that week, and also live streams are going to be back as well. Times as always now. I've changed the times a little bit more better now. It's Tuesday at 6:30 and to 8:30, and then it's going to be Saturday from 4 till 6. Normal time as always, guys. So remember the times and dates. All on here on the page as well, on the video underneath. I feel like I've just been running a mile. Gaming Planet Mixer says, Gaming Head says, how are you today? I'm good, my man. I'm really good. We're working on a couple more songs today, for more honest. Great stuff. Hi Tez, long time chat. Did you have a good Christmas? I did. Did you get what you wanted of Santa? I did. It's behind me. This thing. That thing was the best thing present I've ever had. Yes, love that thing. Did you get what you want of Santa? I got some Willie 18 adult games, some Drink Bohemian Rhapsody, and Take That new album. You had to get that, didn't you? And also Black Box. Black Box? Let me guess, you were drinking out the Black Box series just show you. I'll go for you feeling you were. Plan Victor says to store my music. Oh, Black Box is talking music stuff. Also, my room is tiny with having stuff on the floor. Oh, well, that's a first. He says, congrats to getting 2,700 subs. Not that far off now. Getting 3,000 probably isn't much, would you say? Probably, yeah. We'll get more for it. Did you get your AdSense sorted out this time? Very interesting how the AdSense came around. They're no longer going to support my channel. AdSense won't be renewed. They apparently just said that the AdSense is just not possible. So whatever. But no, not making any more money off YouTube now. But I will try and find out why they did it for, because I'm still trying to figure out why they stopped it. I'll probably contact customer services about it and get Google on the case about it and find out why did they do that for. They shouldn't have really done that, to be honest. But they'll come back. My friend's girlfriend just got hacked recently. Ooh, not a good thing. Completely, her email account and even an Xflix account got hacked. It's horrible. You've got to be careful these days, guys. Using a tablet is, well, I've had a tablet for many years, and my tablet, I've had no problems with that at all. I always change my passwords every 6 months, so they don't know my password anyway. Just for safety's sake anyway. I always change my passwords on my sign-in details on my computer. I change everything on my emails all the time, just because people don't want to really know your privacy and everything else, you know. Which is true. Gotta be careful, guys. Be careful. Here's one thing I learned. Always change your passwords every 3 months. so you don't get messed around with your so many apps you use on it, which is ridiculous anyway. By the way, I'm reading a few messages I've received previously from weeks ago. Has Jade got a new album coming out? Yes, she has. Jade's got a new album coming out this year, and it's not going to be until April. We've got 4 months to get ready. Yes, she's bringing out the hard rock stuff's coming back to her. Yes. And we started working on that in the beginning of just the second week in December, and we have already got all the songs written. Well, they're all not written, all the songs are done, but we've got to get them all finished off by 4 months. Is Geordie's album ever going to be released? You guys are killing me here. Dead inside. I have to speak to Jodie about that first. It has to go. It has to. I can't make a decision on this. Jodie's got to make the final decision. I'm hoping to see her tomorrow. Actually, I will let you know. At the moment, we yes, it's back up and running. At the moment, we don't know if the vocals will be produced. We don't know because we've had so many people asking and demanding this album to be out. At the minute, I can't give a definite yes or no yet. I will have to speak to her first, personally, and see when she's ready to record it. But it will be out, guys. Promise me. This year it will be out because a lot of our work went in that album. We will release it. Parallax says you need to get your hands on Brian May's 3D Queen book. It's brilliant. I have seen it actually on sale in the works, and I tell you what, I really want to get it. Might get for my birthday actually. A lot of things happen for my birthday. Some have even been, some have been copies of out of YouTube clips of the book you're showing the new pictures. Are they? Plan Mixer says, I love your last live stream with how Devon came wandering in your room on the bed and was barking at the screen. I would love to hear an audio of it. I remember that. Actually, that video's still up there anyway. Well, you see, what I kind of don't want to do is bring it on camera a lot, because what happens is if she sees herself on the camera, I have to move the screen this way to block her view. And I know she's like a mirror image of herself, but Devon's Devon. No, she's sleeping today because she's been on a good walk today. So she's tired. I don't want to play an audio clip of it because she'll start going crazy, and I can't really do that. So if you guys want to go and hear the audio clip, be my guest. Let's have a look. Let's see, Blu-ray includes Live Aid too. It does, yes. Blu-ray version for definite. DVD version, I wouldn't bother with it. DVD version, just throw it in the bin. Get rid of it. I will be getting on Blu-ray on the 4th of March this year. Yep. That's when it comes over in Europe. We get it on the 24th. But there's no director's cut version of the film. I know! What the hell happened to this 5-hour Blu-ray cut we were supposed to receive? No. I think it's because they're playing the safe card. I think that 20th Century Fox does not want to bring out a massive DVD of extra features and deleted scenes and stuff. I mean, I think they're keeping the costs down, a minimum of it. I mean, the first release will come out for like $14.99, and then you could buy it for like $19.99 for the deluxe edition anyway, which would be nice to have of that. I know they included Real Rock You and Crazy Little Thing Called Love on the DVD for the Live Aid for the movie. James Rundle found Crazy Little Thing Called Love on his YouTube channel. I know he did, and it was bloody good. Well, actually, if he's talking about the Live Aid, original Live Aid on it from '85 TV version, is all uncut. In fact, if you get the Live Aid DVD, the big Live Aid DVD that came out, the original Live Aid, it is a massive DVD, but it's well worth getting it because you've got both concerts on. You've got the complete version from the States and the complete version on the UK as well, with the full version of Queen, all uncut. And it's actually the TV version as well, which is brilliant. Speaking of Queen, has anyone ever heard that Brian May song, New Horizons? I haven't heard it yet. Brian was supposed to release that on New Year's Day. But I think he's pulled it now. I haven't heard it yet. Let's do some discussion page now. Comments page. Had a couple of comments over the Christmas, so I'm going to do these ones now before we get to the things. Right. So here comes some of these. First of all, it's from John Beatty 3 days ago, new subscriber. He says, that is what you call talent and true artists. Lullaby unseen version. I love that song so much. I can't cover it though because I don't want the rights to it. But I definitely have to say that they should have definitely. People are asking me why I've never ever seen more of that film. Well, the BBC couldn't afford it. Queen making of this thing. He says Lord Flash 34 RT. Not Flasher anyway. Artists and writers always work better when they have a theme as a soundtrack to the Highlander film brilliantly shows. True, very true. Ollie Mab. I also have this figure, would not trade it for anything. The doll's up there actually. I wouldn't even get rid of it. Nice thing to have. David's Queen collection. This came from Matt Ben, new subscriber. You lucky dog. Ha ha ha. As Barrazos in Argentina. Cheers. Must be something the same like it's like fantastic collection, something anyway about that. Yeah, David's Queen collection is still the best. When we get to Mark's collection this year, when we film his, Mark's collection is seriously just you wait. We're doing a brand new film of that actually in HD. With maybe with this camera, but I'm getting a new camera ordered very soon. I'm getting a new upgrade to this one. This is the C525. I'm getting the new one. I've seen the new one, the C920, and that is outstanding quality as well. So 2 good high definition cameras in that as well. Hani Aparilli. Is that right? He's got a new subscriber. Freddie will always be that someone who chose what's good, what should do and don't. He's the idea, the spirit and the soul. That is just perfect to say that. Thank you for that. Maybry. Oh, Maybry's back again. Here he is. I actually have had Maybry's been on before, but I've actually seen his channel as well, and he's pretty good. He's a new subscriber. 3 weeks ago he said, nice fact about the Blu-ray, the tribute Blu-ray, but there is a nice quality Blu-ray version of that out there for quite a long time. But Gaming Head replied to it by Twitter and he said, but it's cut from it, for instance, is Innuendo, Love My Life, Majesty Rock is missing, Animal, and the other one as well. Do you want to get Let's Get Rocked is missing as well. And I wouldn't bother buying that original Blu-ray. Throw it in the bin. Waste of time. Get the version that my friend is sending me. He's sending me he's sending me the best version ever. All restored, all uncut, no edits at all. Fully restored. Alison Payne was in touch 3 weeks ago. Roger was with a French woman, first mother of his children. Don't know when this girl came along, but I'd seen that she broke up his first relationship. Shame on her, like Anita broke up Brian's first marriage. Shame, shame. Anita will always have that badge of homewrecker on her. And shut up, Brian, because you know what Anita is, a filthy hoe. No, she's not. Nelson says, she put this in really capital letters. All the model in Britain and Roger makes them hire his girlfriend. Funny. Well, it was from the flake ad, wasn't it? I wish people would not put it in capitals, because that kind of just says you're shouting at me. Anyway, Alison says, getting this behind the scenes look, you see how the guys really are. Dickie is not that shy. All four are very civil, college graduates that they are, and such gentle British men. The Brits can't be such gentlemen, but remember, Britain ruled the world for a long time, so don't sleep on the Brits. And I think people, the critics especially, slept on Queen. And these guys were deep, much, much more than simple rock stars. You had an engineer, physicist, biologist, and a trained visual artist. That's Queen, and just the beginning. Totally agree with that comment, actually. Alison's really good at that. Alison, you watch this back, get in touch. Ming Ming. All these people there. These are all the comments, by the way, reading off the comments page. Ming Ming says, after the doctor diagnosed Freddie and found he had AIDS, Freddie would still be making songs. And my thought every song he writes was all about his life. Sounds like he's dying as well, or no hopes to live anymore. Anymore, no chance at all, till he sung a sign goodbye to all. This is my obsession about Freddie after his AIDS till his death. It breaks my heart while mentioning. Replies repeatedly in his videos. Sorry for my crooked English, but that's what my expression is. Nice comment, that, actually. Very nice indeed. I have to say something about that comment from Ming Ming. That one track I did listen to over the Christmas was Queen's Was It All Worth It? And I think that was nearly the end of the band's breakup when Brian wrote that one originally. Was It All Worth It is a great anthem. Never performed live by anybody at all. But I recently watched a concert from Mark Martell live. And he just posted it. It was posted by somebody, posted it about a week ago it was. And Mark Martell, honestly, that guy, without a doubt, amazing. And that's a new thing that came out on YouTube. If you get a chance to watch that, it's the complete concert. Great sound, great video, HD, 2 hours long. That guy's dynamite. Compared to Jessica Soto's live Queen concert, well, I mean, it's there anyway in your face. Look, he's there. That thing is gold. That thing should be. Well, that's one of my favourite DVDs. I love so much. That Jessica Soto concert is amazing. Great fucking concert that is. Especially It's Late. How the hell he did It's Late is a goddamn miracle. Amazing. I think this is all I've had now. I'm sure. I've got a couple more actually. Karen Brown says, "Who Wants to Live Forever?" The Ian and Belinda version was beautiful. It is. It's very tearful to watch that. I read. It's very hard to actually watch that video. Boyki Napiputu. The Works probably always be my favourite Queen album. The Works album is brilliant. Because I knew I fell in love with Queen because of this album when my uncle used to play the cassette in my dad's car every time. He took my brother and sister to school every morning. This was the album that I wanted to listen to. The album is brilliant. He also says, I love what Freddie said in the interview. I'm not the leader of the band, I'm just the lead singer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people love that interview for. It's just so brilliant. It's not complete though, I'm afraid, because there's a part missing out of that at the end. BL Isham. When the subject of a Highlander reboot comes up, it is always asked, and I heard Christopher Lambert himself say, where would the music come from? Is acknowledged that the Queen tracks would be virtually impossible to improve on. Yeah, they'll never do it. They'll never do it. Look, there'll never ever be Queen music involved in the next Highlander reboot, because it won't work at all. Because it will ruin it for a start, and also you wouldn't be able to have the right stamina for the film. So that's it really. So I'll look at some more comments here. I've been following a new YouTuber who reacts to Queen music for the first time. He reacts to more lesser classic hidden gems of Queen tracks. He didn't like good old fashioned Loverboy. He thought it sounded lazy. Okay. Weird. On Queen's YouTube channel, what's strange is not a single version but a mixed version. Oh, this is the New Horizons thing. I haven't heard it yet. I don't. To be honest with you, I kind of get over. I get over Brian a lot now. I do. I mean, I do. The last Queen thing he did was that 4664 track, which was the only track done with the band with Roger, which wasn't Mandela obviously, but it was really very good. I do actually think that song was pretty good actually. It's one of Brian's most popular positive songs. That I haven't watched the movie in ages, but I watched the one called 31 movie, and I got to discover the Mamas and Papas California Dreamin', and Aerosmith's Dream on the Tracks is also a Rob Zombie movie. I have seen it. I've seen 31, and I loved it. I love Rob Zombie movies. I downloaded over 65 movies in 1 month, and in the Christmas I went over the board downloading loads of movies. I must have watched tons of movies over the Christmas period. The films that I was recommended by some of you guys, I did watch them, and some of them are erased because some of them were boring. But to me, the classic ones were the best ones. I watched The Incredibles 2, and I actually did like it. The first time around I was unsure, but after seeing the reviews and had positive ideas, 90% was given, I thought giving it a try, and I did actually understand what the film was about, and I thought that is well impressed with it. I started watching Harry Potter again, by some mischance. The qualities I received were bad. They were terrible. They weren't even HD. The versions I have was awful. Harry Potter is definitely something I've got to get back into watching. Maybe me and Jade should have a night together doing that, watching Harry Potter, and say, "You got to watch this. Get into it." Yeah, she'll be stabbing me and got to watch the film. Well, I will be when you get a chance. When I get to see it. Rob Zombie movies, I like them. I have to be careful what I say because Mr. Metal will come on and say, "Don't you criticise." Well, his movies are good actually. I think Devil's Rejects, House of Thousand Corpses, they were kind of alright. I wouldn't say they were not brilliant. But when he goes into like Halloween 2, brilliant remakes. Then he did that other one with the strings, the one with Sherry's in the thing, the Oh, I can't remember the goddamn name of it now. It's the other film. Lords of Salem. Fantastic film that is. Very, very well impressed with that film. I like that sort of dark stuff with him. Really good. But and even with that fake trailer thing he did, directing the Grindhouse DVD thing, then that was really funny. But yeah, he's great. He's a good director. Some people just kind of like hit and miss about the first two movies he did, and they keep thinking, they go back to it and think, it's not really the thing I wanted to watch. But you have to understand it is hard to watch, but I kind of just gave up with it. And that's why a lot of people go over that film and say that's not Rob's best work. This is one of his best works. And now he's got a new one coming out this year, which is cool. I got a German movie gaming head that's in German audio called The Hunt. Any good? I saw a preview of that actually on when I was downloading off Yiffy, the torrents page, and a lot of films out there that I really didn't like. Like this year, I took a chance on some of the new ones. I absolutely didn't like them. They were boring. There's one film that I have got on my drive, Basic Instinct. Just got a re-upload of it, and I can't remember what the hell that film was all about because Sharon Stone's in it, and Michael Douglas was in it as well, and I can't for the life of me. I've still on my drive. I can't for the life of me know what is it about because it's a bit bizarre. Trying to be like a sort of it's a Kuroko film obviously, but I have no idea what the film's about. I know there was a big hoo-ha about it in America where they banned it, and it was just like, oh, you should be doing this film. It's what? It's bizarre. I also got a film called 10 Rinnington Place, which is a true story. Finally got a damn good copy of that version. I had to get that off another site because Yiffy had an audio commentary version of it, which apparently it was his mistake. So somebody should have told him that version should have gone off. Don't get it. It's got audio commentary version. But I love that a lot. I managed to watch Ghosts again. I just love that film a lot. Started watching Home Alone. Both films. Trying to understand the hoo-ha about those films now. Why the budget was so expensive on the second film than the first film. And I've also watched YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube for a while because I started to delve back into my films. I did some admin and everything else, and business-wise and everything else, which is boring. But that's what my Christmas was all about, me just watching movies. Japan says I didn't like House of Corpses. What it was like what the fuck is this? But I do love it now. There's a third movie coming out called 3 from Hell. Yes, I know there is. I've been loving the Google Assistant Home Alone trailer. Away as an adult, he's only I've seen it. It's just a parody. Because people are asking, are they going to make another Home Alone movie with him back? Well, they can't. John Hughes is dead now. He's not with us anymore. If they had a chance to reboot it, well, yeah, but without that silly the other two films, they should just delete them and go kick them off, get rid of them. Maybe. I didn't watch any horror movies in the last few weeks. Neither have I. The only horror films that I downloaded was probably Hostel. And the first Hostel film, I did like it. Second Hostel film, people say don't watch it because it's not as good as the first one. And people were kind of getting me away from the second one. Says don't watch it because it doesn't make any sense. So bit bizarre. Maybe the Saw movies were kind of the best ones because they had more grotesque, deep, disturbing things. And I do like the Saw films. And even when I was watching back to Matrix times again, man, Matrix is just bloody fantastic. And I wanted to watch The Matrix one night. But I thought, oh no, I tell you what, I'm going to watch something else. And I started to watch Rollerball, the original Rollerball, not the remake of it. Because there was a bit of a hum-ha about that remake. And I'd seen a review of it. This is a 2000 version, by the way. I'd seen a review about it, and it was one of the worst remakes ever done. Because it just was a load of crap. And I remember when Chris used to buy the DVD, he said, "Gotta see this remake of Rollerball." And he said it was good, but it's only given 3 stars, and it was a load of rubbish. It was boring. Even when I remember when Chris got a load of DVDs. He bought loads of DVDs from Music Zone at the time, the piracy thing, and he bought the House of a Thousand. Was it the Last House on the? No. They did a remake of one film from William Castle, which was the last something house, not Last House on the Left, House on Haunted Hill, and that was dreadful. That was bloody shite. It does not make any sense. That film is totally terrible. And even with the Scream movies, well, I'm glad they finished them now. I'm glad they went off with it. I don't know why that dude. That's a dude on the Ghost. Has anybody heard of Ghostface before? Ghostface is a absolute freak of collecting the Scream series. And I'll tell you what, I absolutely think he's an absolute idiot. He has to have every single mask. He has to have everything. He must be a fan of the Scream series, because I think that 1, 2, and 3 were well written. And the 4th one was actually not bad. Because the 4th one was kind of a bit misleading, but saying that, if you've seen the film, by the way, then yeah, I'll just say from my point of view, the 4th one was kind of revenge, a revenge film, but very good. But I do like the Saw. I think the Saw films and the Scream films, I think they were fair enough. The Scream films were kind of a bit like a Craven teeny sort of Miramax thing they were doing, but Miramax has gone bust now anyway, so I mean they've gone nowhere. So especially that stupid thing with Harvey Weinstein now. I mean, God blimey, he's an absolute waste of time. He is. I found the second Home Alone movie was a bit better than the first one. I do like the first one. The first one's just simple and easy. The second one's more budget was more higher, because it was costing a lot of money to do that film in New York. Was kind of, well, I remember when they did the making of the film, they showed you behind the scenes where they found the actual place, and what they used was 2 fantastic stuntmen to do it. And Daniel and Joe were getting on really well, but I think they realised that obviously it was the last movie they were going to be in, and then Daniel Stern went to make on the thing, because the way that if you guys remember from many years ago when Sky TV used to show behind the scenes, brilliant stuff, because they get from America on the tapes, you get to see how did Daniel Stern get that role of his scream. He's got the best scream ever in the world, and he got absolutely the best, because when he got the part to the first film, the crew went mental, and Chris said he's the guy we want. And he's he was one of the best, funniest guys ever, and everybody just loved the film so much because of his scream. That's how he got the part. Yeah. I've been playing the new Spider-Man PS. Oh, the second Home Alone movie. The second Home Alone movie was more Irish meets. Irish meets New York. It was alright. Yeah, I know. Yes, I knew Donald Trump was in the film. I didn't know until I recently watched it. But he got paid quite a bit of money to do that role, because I think, if I remember rightly, he put some money towards the movie to let them film in the hotel, and he just went there and just didn't it really. Looks something in that film though, but very, very well scripted. But yes, I know I didn't watch the rest of them because it was shite. It didn't make any sense. Totally agree with actually one thing that John didn't do, because he tried something new. They wanted to work on another family, and he didn't want to do that. And I think that's a good idea, to get rid of the script and go throw it in the bin. So that was just terrible. Awful, awful, awful. No, nobody didn't see the third one. Third one is just shit. Let's see. I've been playing the new Spider-Man PS4 game. I love villains, but never knew who Kingpin or Mr. Negative and Taskmaster were. No idea. Panzer Scream is so good. I like the third. It's perhaps the best one. The third one has actually got a more of a good story to it, because it's more like the brother, isn't it? It's the brother and the way they did it, you know. But Scream is everything, but it's not scary. It's kind of like a. It's not. I mean, back in the day, it was, or VHS was the thing, but I think look at it now. It's more of a mystery than a horror. It's not a horror film. It's just a mystery. It's like how can you start the first one with being absolutely brilliant. Second one goes into a good territory of being as more of a mystery. Why the mystery? And then the third one, you get to thinking, well, it goes back to the first one, and again you go, that's what happened. And the fourth one was just so good, because it was kind of like now bringing up a cousin trying to have her 5 minutes of fame. Because I want my 5 minutes of fame and I want to kill you. I think it's just brilliant. Now, it was really good how Ken Williamson did write that script. I'm very glad that was done really clever. It was really, really clever. And she doesn't change her. And apparently the girl who played it got praise for that film, actually, but she didn't change her outfit in the movie. Kept the same outfit all the time. Not the mask outfit, but the way she was wearing things. Just wanted to keep the same thing, really, for her. But she was. I think that's probably what the character was on about as well. Let's have a look. Donald Trump would have been pig-headed, wanting money out of the Home Alone 2 multi budget, as he's in the movie, and so he's in the hotel where Kevin stays. I've just said it before. It's true. 4 and 5 don't have any adult humour at all. It's a load of rubbish. 4 and 5, I just don't want to talk about them. From my point of view, Roger Goshnell directed it. He can just go on a journey to the unknown. John Hughes can just wipe that script out of his mind and just go, we are not doing this at all. Because Chris Columbus is gone now, and he went... Because once Chris left, he went to do 9.5 weeks. 9.5 months, was it? 9.5 weeks? And then he went on to do the last couple of films for J.K. Rowling. And that was the last one. I think it was the last films he's done, actually. That's all he's done now. He's a good director and a great writer. I think 9.5 months is one of the best scripts he ever wrote. And including also when he wrote when he wrote Heartbreak Hotel. That was a good one. That it's very good. I don't know how Gaming Head had. I don't know how Gaming Head. I had to sleep with one open at the age of 8 with Scream 3, where Cindy wakes up and her mum's and bang on the window and spooked me for 20 weeks, 12 weeks, 20 years ago. Okay, nonetheless, but then scary movies, The Mummy, for instance. Ah, oh, get a me, give me a break. Right. Let me explain something, right? Actually, it's very weird how you talk about The Mummy now for some reason. Well, let's talk about the Brendan one first, right? Brendan Fraser version of The Mummy. Now, I'm not going to say anything really bad about it, because there were mixed reviews about it. What I don't understand is why ITV plays it. Oh, fair enough, it's all right, but why does ITV have to play that all the time? It's not a good movie. Everybody gets sick of the thing all the time. It's not a good movie. Stick to the original version of it. Stick to the 60s version. The rework they did, the rework was terrible. The rework was awful. Tom Cruise doesn't do. I mean, right? There's a film that I watched with Brian Brown called FX and FX2, and I love those movies to bits. But when he teamed up with him to do that cocktail one in America, that film was boring as fuck. Cocktail was terrible. I don't know why Touchstone had the audacity to redo that film. I mean, yeah, fine, it was to get its exposure, and it was time to do something different and do different films and everything else. Doing like, oh, let's go to a bar in Doon. Let's work with Brian Brown and let's do some cocktail shaking. Let's just dance around and be doing that. And then the Beach Boys are giving a ring up saying, "Oh, we need a song done for you. Can you get Terry Melcher and let's do a song called Kokomo and sing that song." And it's just like, yeah, release it. Actually, it was one of the most good songs actually. I do like the Beach Boys. Only song they've never ever released on an album is Problem Child. Never released it. I have no idea why. But they'll turn up sometime on a compilation some many years ago. But yeah. I mean, the other films that Tom Cruise did, Colour of Money was alright, because obviously The Colour of Money is a continuation from the film of the pool champion thing. Because that's actually the second part of that film, and Martin Scorsese's fantastic direction on that as well, really good indeed. And actually, the song "It's in the Way That You Use It" that was taken from the autumn album, August album from Eric Clapton, was given praise from the release it with Tom Dowd. It was a really great thing from Eric to do that first time production on that song. Really impressed with it, and also co-written with Robbie Robinson as well from the band, because he was a big fan of his work, and he did that. That talking song he did, "Stranger in a Strange Land." It was great. So that I can't remember the song's called now. It's got like a bit of a groove to it. It's kind of like very slow and talky, and it's kind of something you've got to go, "Oh, I like that song," but it's kind of getting boring away. It's just bizarre. It's really bizarre. I'll try and think of it. Anyway. Planet says, I played a game with a few friends for New Year's called Articulate, and my friend had to let her guess who David Bowie was. She does like Queen, but never understands he is more of a singer than an actor. Yeah. Well, David had quite a good career as an actor. If you go back to his first film, The Man Who Felt the Worth, it's kind of his own first time in America filming that film, and there was a part in that movie that's still up to this day, and the two actresses that are in the movie, yeah, especially one of them. But that film was really difficult to watch. That because he wants to try and get water back to the planet and everything else, because he's like an alien from Earth, you know. And it's a pretty good film to watch. He sent the link here. Says my compilation demo recordings. Yes, I've seen the list of it, and yes, he's working on a compilation of demo recordings. Finally, someone's getting it done this time, and can't wait to hear it. So she remembers him from Labyrinth. Labyrinth is good. Labyrinth. It's weird. I was watching the Rainbow Connection. Jim. What's his name? Jim Henson documentary on BBC Two, and I love watching that a lot. Shame I had to cut parts of it because there's like copyright issue with this album, but I do remember watching them making the Labyrinth thing, and it was great. And I think that Jim would have still be alive today, would have directed more movies, but yeah, I like the soundtrack and the film. Because you remember from past talks that that Labyrinth was a commercial success. As for the only song that people were peed off with when EMI took a risk not to release it was in the UK was Dance Magic, and people were screaming at EMI in the UK saying, "Why is this not out in the UK for? Can't put it out in the UK, guys, because we've got to have US. There's got to be a market between that." And at the time, the Queen were just doing the film for Highlander. They couldn't make their minds up either for us. So EMI was kind of just pressurising and thinking, "You should have released this in America, in the UK with America." It's like, no, sorry guys. So you can buy Discogs now anyway for a good price. So when I had to say he did Under Pressure with Queen, she didn't understand me, and it was like, okay, all right. So when the two things come together for it. Tired today. Planet says, Gaming Head's gone. He's gone now. Planet says, I remember all the girls only care for the Labyrinth magic dance part to see David Bowie's spouse, Big Budge. Big Budget, you mean? Yeah. When he wrote that song originally, it was influenced from his first song called "The Laughing Gnome," and I started actually listening to that first album he did, not the early stuff he did, but from like the State of Space Oddity album, that 7-minute song that he wrote, and then I started listening to some of these other ones like the Andy Warhol song and the songs he did. Just remembered me about how great a musician he is and a great writer of some amazing songs. I think Changes is probably his best work. Probably Starman, Life on Mars. What else did he write? Laughing Gnome. Let Me Sleep Beside You, and one song I do like a lot, which is called a Tingling Song, which is no one's ever uploaded that song ever. They always have to cut it out because they don't want to put Bowie's part on the beginning of it. They're thinking, yeah, but that's it's obviously like Dermot's idea. You can't put that beginning on. I was like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Like, but you see, we can't do that. Bizarre. Yeah. I got my next 3 weeks sorted out with Resident Evil 2 remake. Yes, I have been actually I've been investigating all these new games coming out, and they're bringing up a lot of remakes this time, remastering different parts of the games and stuff. And it seems to me it's going to be a good success. So we'll look out for it as well. And I've also got some Pepsi cans, chocolate and half an eye on the Sugar Rush. That's true, mate. That's true. That's very true. Just put my phone on charge because my phone is battery decent. Yes. Okay. So you got any more questions, guys? What do you make of those tracks, Tez? Dream On by Aerosmith and Mamas and Papa's California Dreaming. Dream On by Aerosmith is one of the best songs from Steve Perry. Steve Perry has ever wrote. Steven Tyler. Dream On is one of the most best songs ever from Steven Tyler. Hands down. Best song ever written. Gets played on radio stations every single time. Mama's Papa's California Dreaming. I heard that actually the other week, and actually good news that the 60s radio station is now back up and running now. They had a massive breakdown, and they've cleaned up all their system out. The server apparently broke. That's what happened. The server was broke, but they went back online yesterday, and the 60 station is back up and running, and they've now cleaned their drive up. They put brand new music on it, and it sounds to me like it's going to be really good. So I've now finally get back to listening to that station now, which is fabulous. California Dreaming is probably one of the most good songs. I'm not really. I mean, I listen to it a lot in the bath when I'm having a bath. Sometimes I listen to it. I keep listening to it all the time, thinking, yeah, I get the feeling of the harmonies part, and I'm trying to figure out the attraction to it. And it's one of those ones where it's kind of like, yeah, it's good. I mean, I like songs like The Herd. At the minute, I'm getting to love that song from The Herd called From the Underground. And I still think that is one of the most amazing songs I've ever heard in my life. And I need to get that song soon on my drive and just download it on my phone and listen to that all the time because I just seriously love that track a lot. I love it. So there's one for your Planet Mixer. Check out the song by The Herd, H-E-R-D, called From the Underground. You need to hear it. And it's written by Alan Blakely, and absolutely brilliant. Like the guitar that just comes straight in with Peter Frampton on it. Blows my mind away. I told my dad about it, and he says, have you heard of a song called The Herd, Dad? And from one of he says, I have. And I says, Dad, that fucking song is just so brilliant. That's just crafted so well. So, yeah, Planet Mixer, you need to listen to that. It's just dynamite song. Love it so much. More questions in? More questions in? No? No questions? Nope. When is Jade coming back to record? Jade is back Monday. She's back. The boss is in next week. Actually, we start recording. We start doing our next load of stuff on Monday. So we're back. And it's been quite a while because we haven't had a chance to do like a one session thing for a while anyway. Well, a load of ideas coming out already. Because we're going to start preparing our stuff here. And it just saves the travel going up to Prudhoe all the time because Jade can't travel much. We really can't record so much either. See, so we have to do it here now before we do it at hers. I will check out that track test. You've got to get that track, The Herd, from the Underground, and you'll just get that song. Alan Blakely, brilliant song indeed. Well worth it. I heard actually a lot of 60s songs for a couple of weeks, and the 60s station that I did listen to was Absolute Addictive 60s, which was actually Radio Enemy's second radio station that they own anyway. Right, you go downstairs now. Go on, because I'm going to go back. Right, go to bed. Go down. Yeah. Oh, and I was actually trapped in my room yesterday. My door apparently. I've got a mechanism on my door, and the latch on the door. That's this part. There's the flip part. The part that goes into the mechanism, into the lock. I couldn't open the door. I was forcing it through. But I fixed it anyway when it was just all bent anyway, which is fine. Is the stream covering Saturday with it being Tuesdays? Yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is covering for Tuesday's live stream. So Tuesday was a holiday, and I had to class this as Tuesday to Thursday. Then we're back to normal on Saturday. Then we're back to normal on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Tuesdays and Saturdays again. So yes, but we will be back on Saturday with another live stream. But I'm expecting to be quite a lot of live streams happening as well. Maybe the odd live stream you probably get with me just coming on and just trying to figure out things and stuff. My PC finally got cleaned up. It did. It had a clean out finally. The C drive was formatted and cleaned, and right now I have the editing software back on my system. There's another thing as well that I'm going to say. Well, it's kind of pretty good and pretty exciting because we did Alex's album last year. We are making a classic albums documentary type thing, and we're starting to do that this year. The making of The Garden Light, the making of Jodie's album Dead Inside, the making of these things. And I had a great idea to take the beginning of the classic albums video and basically use that beginning of it, but make my own version of classic albums to make it an actual documentary about it, to go through the stages of how this label started up and how we started it and everything else. And I've got a huge idea in my mind how to do it, and I want to do it as they do it, very similar to it anyway. Not like get a crew in here, but kind of like just go through, like film it with the iPhone and film it with Jade. We would have to do film for me actually, would be really good indeed. And that's what I'm working on this year, the making of The Garden Light. Show you guys how I did the album, which would be good because I've not done a proper close-up thing about it and stuff as well. So that's what I'm working on this year with it. Devon's come back inside. Devon's has been running around today. Right, if we have no more questions, I'm going to go, guys, because I really need to rest. Because I have been thinking that I don't want to come back in. She cries all the time when I go out. Come on, get in. Are you going to go lie down? Because I'm going to go in the bathroom anyway. Yeah, come on. Lie down. Lie down. Yes. She's been really good this Christmas, her. She healed lovely. She has healed now, and she is a lot better to go out and walks, and she's smashing. Aren't you? Yes, you are. One last thing before you go. What do you make of Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy by Queen? The song. I'm not going to say it's one of my favourite songs, but it's. I have to say that it had the job on the song by Mike Stone, who does the vocal part on that part where he goes, "Hey boy, where'd you get it from?" I do like that song, but I don't think. I think people weren't thinking it was going to be a hit. It was one of Queen's lowest hits, really. But saying that, if you wanted to cover his thing in the repertoire and everything else, well, release it. But saying that, it's one of those songs where you kind of people don't pretty much like that song. They do like it for some reasons, but from my point of view, it's one of Queen's lesser hits that I think is good, where it doesn't have that niche of a Mercury kind of sound to it. And I think yeah, I thought Brian May was doing it. No, it's not. It's actually Mike Stone does that. Yes, Mike Stone does that. Well, no, Brian May does not do that. There's this additional vocal credit, Mike Stone, on that song. Because I mean, it was from the Day at the Races album anyway. But it should not have been a hit. That I think they should have replaced it with probably Terra Terrante, I think. I would be thinking of that. If anybody's heard that HD mix, by the way, I wouldn't expect anything good from it. It's just basically all it is. It's just a 7-single remix it's done. That's cool. So I'm going to let you today. Go check it out in the credits because it's actually in the reissue, the 2011 reissue. It says additional vocals by Mike Stone, because he did that as well. And he is actually a good singer. In fact, he sings on the song I Want to Testify as well from Roger Taylor. It's actually him singing it. And yeah, he's very clever. And I also listened to, I'll tell you something else before I do leave. This is bizarre. I started listening to a guy called Pete Wingfield from his album Breakfast Special. And that album is completely very funny as hell. It's kind of a parody album, but to be honest, there's a song in there called there's a lot of songs on that album anyway. But his first album he brought out, and I thought it was flipping brilliant. So Pete Wingfield's album is something you need to listen to as well, if you like the sort of thing. Apart from, don't listen to. There's one song on there called I can't remember what the hell the song's on it. Actually, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, but that album by Pete Wingfield, Breakfast Special, is timeless stuff. That is. What about this Queen doing a Trek session, but was never released? I don't know. Trek session. I have no idea what you're on about. We'll leave that for next time anyway. We'll be fine for it. Anyways, cheers, Pat Mixer. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. That's pretty much going to be a short stream tonight. I just thought I'd be on tonight instead of being on Tuesday. I wasn't here Tuesday because I was actually just on holiday. I was actually relaxing. So taking some time off and just basically back now with you guys, which is really amazing. So we're back in Saturday. another live stream. We will let you know how Mark is doing as well, because Mark is coming back soon with another part of his live stream and stuff. But I thought you guys would like to know that new things on the wall now. That brand new thing there I just received from my mum. The new Queen Collection calendar. If you have seen the Queen Collection calendar, don't get your hopes up too high about it. Technically, it's all right. I wouldn't say that it is thingy, but it's decent for what it's worth anyway. It's all right. It's what it is, I suppose. And let's hope that this year will be good. Queensville anyway from it, so that's cool. That's good. Keep tuned to the links, guys, from now on. Keep tuned to the links. Anybody who wants to get in touch with me, you certainly can by Facebook's Queensville page. Anybody wants to make wants to leave a comment on the discussion page, feel free to. You know how to do it now. I'm back on Saturday. Keep going where I'm now. Saturday I'll be back with a new live stream. Until then, have a great week, great time. See you in a few days. Bye bye.